Hey everyone, Joey Hoegger here. Today we're going to discuss the cleaning of the Hoegger Milking System. The most durable, the most compact, portable, lightweight, easiest to maintain system on the market today, bar none. I've got machines on the market that I produced literally in 1996 that I'm still maintaining today. I just got a call from a customer the other day, and this person told me that she inherited the machine from her mother. I've got machines on the market that have been sold 3 and 4 times over that I'm still maintaining. I'm very humbled by the resale value of these magnificent machines made here in America in Harrelson, Georgia. So we're going to discuss the cleaning of this oilless pump today. So, as I said, it's the easiest machine to clean on the market. This is all you'll need for your maintenance of this machine. We have a 7/16 socket, a 3/8 socket, the cording driver, a 7/16 wrench, a 9/16 wrench, an adjustable wrench, a toothbrush, an industrial cleaning spray solution, brake parts cleaner, and a roll of paper towels. And again, this is the cleaning of the oilless pump. We also have the cleaning of the oil lubricated pump. You can find on the website, www.hoeggermilkingsystems.com. So, let's get started. The first thing we need to do is remove this end cap. Take this wing nut off. Hold on to the wing nut and don't drop it, because if you drop it, you'll have to look on the other side of the room, because that's just the way it works in a shop. This rubber washer makes the vacuum seal against the end cap. Take this off. This threaded end cap, we've redesigned this so it actually threads on. It'll make it for easy reassembling later. Ready? The other end of this lightweight compact machine. End cap assembly. Okay. As I said, this is a very simple machine to maintain. It's got a see-through tank. You can see through it. That's why we call it a see-through tank. So we're going to wipe out this tank first. Here's where the paper towels come in. Industrial cleaner. Wipe out the tank thoroughly. Now, we're going to remove the pump end so we can get to the functional part of this machine. The first thing we're going to do is remove these filter caps. If these caps are snug from the manufacturer, you can use an adjustable wrench. Just put it on the end here, fit it snug, and loosen it up. That's what that's for. These filter caps are interchangeable, but when you start using your machine, notice that one is the intake and one is the exhaust. This comes into play when you put the machine back together again after cleaning. You'll clean the exhaust side with this brake cleaner, and you will clean the intake side with this industrial cleaner. Rinse this one out and make sure it's very dry. Again, these filter caps are interchangeable, and the filters are interchangeable when you buy a new set. Just want to clarify that. Okay, let's go ahead and remove the pump end. 7/16 socket. I'll break these loose. this one right here, because it's behind the wheel, we can't get our wrench in there. So we're going to use a 7/16 box wrench. Break that loose. Pause. Okay. Set these bolts aside here. This is the exchange chamber for the vacuum. We're heading into the pump mechanism here. When you take this pump end off, check the gasket here or here and make sure that we still have a good seal across here. If this gasket is compromised, you can buy the rebuild kit at www.hoeggermilkingsystems.com shop, and it'll have this gasket in here. If you don't want to buy the rebuild kit with all the vanes and all the other things in it, then you can simply get a product called Permatex. It's a gasket sealer you can get from the auto parts store. Thin layer on here, let it dry and put it back together again. The next thing we do is remove the pump end. Break these 3/8 bolts loose. Okay, so we've removed all the bolts, these 6 3/8 bolts from the pump end, and now we're going to just remove the pump end. Simple as that. Now we've exposed the end of the pump. Now here you'll see these vanes. These are composite material vanes, and they are the item that makes this pump function. It's called a rotary vane. There's a rotor. These are the vanes. Now, these vanes have no particular numerical order that they need to be placed back in, but you'll notice that they have a slight bevel on the one edge. That bevel has to go back in the same way. You can see that bevel right there. It matches the radius of this collar. So just make sure that when you put these back, that bevel goes in the right way. And we're going to clean these with some of this brake cleaner. So be sure you put some rubber gloves on to protect yourself from the caustic material. This brake cleaner right here, I'm going to spray it on these vanes. Take your brush and brush these clean. These evaporates very quickly. Do that with all 4 vanes, and then we're going to take this brake cleaner and we're going to spray the inside of the pump. It's a very caustic material, so put a little rag down there to pick up the drippings. Okay. Okay, I'm going to take this brake cleaner and spray it on a rag. I use a hoof trimmer, a hoof pick, but you can use a butter knife or anything. We're going to clean in between the slots of these, veins. Slide that in there. Wipe out the inside of the pump as best as you can. Wipe the face off. Wipe the pump face. And then reassemble. Now that we've finished our cleaning process, we're going to reassemble. Put the veins back in. Remember that beveled edge has to go in the proper way. See how that sits in there? Matches the inside diameter of the pump collar. We'll reinstall the pump end. And now we'll reinstall the pump end. Snug these bolts down. And we put the vacuum exchange chamber back on. Snug these 7/16 bolts down. Reinstall the filter caps. Do the other one. Just hand tighten these puppies. Reinstall the end cap assembly. Make sure that we have this black O-ring in place when we put that cap on. Black O-ring, because this will hold this end cap in place. Be sure that this black O-ring sits nicely in place here. Flat washer. And last but not least, the elusive wing nut. Snug that down and make sure that the end caps are snug and the gaskets are tight and clean. We also have to make sure that this exhaust muffler is clean. That's the 9/16 wrench. Take this off. This is the exhaust muffler. It inhibits the sound, it quiets the operation of the machine, but this has to have free airflow, and sometimes this can get very clogged. That'll create pressure in the pump if this is not cleaned. So we want to make sure that this is clean too. And you can use this brake cleaner in here as well. And if you happen to have compressed air, you can blow it out just to make sure that it's clean. You could get a can of compressed air, but let's make sure that this stays clean so that there's no undue back pressure inside the pump. So I hope you've enjoyed the video of the cleaning of the oilless pump for the Hoegger Milking System. If you have any questions, joey@hoeggermilkingsystems.com or 678-850-1140. We look forward to serving you. We'll see you next time.